Hello everyone, the name's Grace and welcome to my channel. The purpose of this video is pretty straightforward. I'll be using my team consists of 4 different characters versus all the bosses in Genshin. For my first video I decided to take it easy on myself to use my general team, which is the team that I usually use. This team consists of C3RD, this is a build. She's using her own weapon. So here you can see her build. She will be the main DPS for my team. Then we have C1 Yelan. Honestly, when I pulled for her, I got 2 copies in the same time pull. I wasn't going for a con. She's got the Aqua Simulacra, which is her own weapon. This is her entire build. Probably one of my best sub DPS. Then we have my latest second latest Archon C0 Dongli. He's using the Black Tassel. Let's see, his fully support build. Here's his full HP. And on my second sub DPS, C0 Raiden here. She's using the catch or 5. Another full support build, sub DPS build actually, but she is more energy recharge than anything else. This is the team that I use for almost everything in the game, except for one boss that you'll see later on, which my team cannot beat. For that boss, I will beat it down to the part where it's impossible for me to heal it anymore. Okay, here we go. First boss, the Animal Hyperstasis. This boss is really easy because the HP is really low. Now we just collect the orbs and beat it up one final time. As you can see, I used C3RD here. The rotation is a bit different from C0. For the next boss, I will try to do it the C0 style so I can show you the difference. By the way, if you're curious, the song that I play in my ear during these runs is Cascader, Every Time We Touch, and then I'll let Spotify run a few EDM songs. Some of these songs are not very child friendly, so kids, just listen to Raw by Katy Perry instead. That is much more child friendly. Next up, our favorite punching bag, the Cryo Registine. Okay guys, if you notice, during the first boss I use all my support first before I use RD. But for C0 RD, you do need to use RD first, use her skill, mark the boss, then switch to your support, wait 5 seconds before you charge. This is due to RD skill where you take 5 seconds to change your Blood Depth Directive to Blood Depth Deal to get your full Bond of Life advantage. If you have C2 early, you do not need to wait 5 seconds, it's already Blood Depth Deal when it's applied. She also released a mini burst after you charge attack, which is just extra damage. Honestly, it already does a lot of damage even without cons, but if you do pull cons, her damage just increases a lot. But even at C0, if you build enough crit damage and crit rate, even with a weapon like with the White Tassel, she already does a lot of damage. You just need the right rotation and the right sub DPS. Moving on to Alice, the Electro Hyperstasis. You will notice I don't use Yelan much here because honestly I do not need her at the moment because not much of a challenge for the beginning bosses. Hardy can basically handle it alone. final phase of this boss is quite annoying, however, because for some reason, whenever RD hit the prism, the second attack does not consider damage. So it takes some time. And we will enter. Surprise, surprise. Now I have to do the
拒收并蓄。
阵线。
Moving on to the cryo hypostasis. I think I only fought this boss once because I don't have Eula and I do not have Aloy. I did not start from the beginning. I only played Genshin for like 650 days, so I'm not from the first batch of people playing this game.
贯穿。
不足为惧，安如磐石。
阵线。
And that's all the overboss monster. Now we're moving to the weekly boss here. First up, Andres. There is a certain path that you can take up the rock cliff where it does make it easier to get up there. Some people say we can just teleport to the Cecilia Garden domain, but I do not feel like fighting all those wolves at the moment. I do plan to make these challenges more challenging for me in the future, where I plan to maybe use only standard banners 5 stars, maybe only Mondstadt 4 stars, or maybe just the Archons. One way or another, I can only use 4 characters. Maybe I will spin a wheel, but what I was planning is like I can choose 2 characters and then the other 2 will be based on the wheel. It might make it more challenging, it might not. Let's see. But for the first video, I do want to make it easy on myself. I also won't be using any buffing food for these challenges, like attack buff, defense buff, elemental damage buff. I will only be using the healing food and the revival food. Andres, the Dominator of Wolves, arguably one of the easiest weekly boss. Not the lowest HP that belongs to child, but here we go.
固若金汤，
无处遁逃。
Some players say you can one face him, but honestly I tried too many times I just gave up on it. It's fine to two face him. You're supposed to do a lot of damage, but sometimes my damage just not register for some reason.
安如磐石。拒收并蓄。
And Next up, the Valley. Here I'm going to show you that my sub DPS are not there just to boost RD damage, they can actually hold their own in that fight. This is because for some reason RD skill does not work on the Valiant, and when you charge attack you do not get 1 of life. So Raiden will be the main DPS here, Yellow will be a support, and I'm just going to show you how it works.
安如磐石，
收，也很疼。点数如何？
拒收并蓄，
微光无射，此刻极灭之时。
They don't do as much damage as RD, but with this speed, you still can one-face the Valley easily. Okay, moving on to Livia. First up, my most disliked overall boss. This is especially for this team, because I do not have a claymore user and the pillars do not break easily. I'm just gonna run past all these mobs because I do not feel like killing them today. There's no reason to. Alright, let's go Geo Hypostasis. We're gonna take this one step at a
固若
time.
金汤，
否决。
Not one facing it here would cost me, and you guys are gonna see why.
安如磐石，固若金汤，拒收并蓄，
Oh. Run!
有点意思。安如磐石，让你看到难堪的一面吧。
I need to revive him. This is my only way to break the build. Finally, I swear Ali don't kill it yet. And now for the difficult part, because I do not have zombies, ropes.
聚收并蓄。
无处遁逃。
Please just kill it here. Please. Thank you. Now, let's not make this another phase.
固若金汤。
And of course he gets the burst after the fight. Next up, everyone's favorite stalling simulator. If you guys are curious, Ali can hit the birds that ultimate summon. It just takes a bit of unique timing during your normal attack, and during her third horizontal attack, it does hit the bird. You just need to aim.
就用这水惩罚你吧。无论什么形态都能变换，就是水的力量。
Also, I use the Chinese audio because I am Chinese, and all the English voice actor sounds right anyway.
安如磐石。
无论什么形态都能变换，就是水的力量。
贯穿。
不懂得水的可贵，自然也不理解水的恐怖。
否决。
立足之处被剥夺的感受。 也体验一下吧。无论什么形态都能变换，就是水的力量。
Of course, you summon birds on the last phase of yours.
仅仅是寻求一方净水，
And
也
we're
不
done.
行吗？
Moving on.
但只要百川。 For the Pyro Regifine, I'm gonna let Yelan show off to show you why she's my best sub DPS.
All 看破，
抓到了，也很疼。中场蛇钩，不必心。抓到了。
And she's done. Next up, the Primal Geobishop. Hopefully he won't be Pyro today, so not resistant. But honestly, it doesn't really matter. Ali can just hit right through it. Oops, fat finger. Good. Is that cryo hydro? It doesn't really matter, this would only take less than a minute.
固若金汤，
无处遁逃，
眼视无痕，
阵线，阵。
Hey, who's next? I think I ran through all the overworld boss. Oh no, I do have Swanee. I forgot about him. I haven't explored much of Senyuville. I probably should go through it. Especially since I need to pull for Kazuha and Skirt next. And that would take me about 300 pulls, especially if I lose. Hopefully not.
切
拒收并蓄，
傲影看破，
收。
否决。
This was a little irritating and tanky if you want freeze, but it doesn't matter, it can just reaction group.
别死这里我。阵线，阵。
Now we're done with all the overworld boss, and we're now moving on to the two weekly boss at Liviet, Chal and Isa.
"这机会还挺难得的，就让我好好享受一下吧。投降不失为一种选择，我会非常温柔地对待你这位手下败将。
Honestly, this guy is just annoying because there's 3 phases. Other than that, there's 3 shots every phase. I'm not gonna claim all the reward for the weekly bosses because I'm trying to save up resin for Kazuha and Skirt. Maybe after I build them and build a few more of my 4 stars, I might return to fighting all the weekly boss and claiming the rewards. If you follow me on Hoyo Lab, I do post daily, so you can see what I do there. I go as Tigger Regner in Hoyo Lab. You don't have to follow me, I'm not asking for that, you don't have to like my post. I'm also not asking for that. Even just looking at my post will make me happy enough. Next up is Azaha, at least not Pyro this week. But honestly, even if it's Pyro, I do more than enough damage to take him down quite easily. Maybe a bit tankier, but nothing more than that. Okay, that's phase 1. Get off there early. We just gonna stand here, deal with the phases. Done. Going back in.
安如磐石，
微光无射，贯穿。
That's phase 2. Moving out. Now the final phase. Wait for him.
固若金汤。
And we give him a little jab. Okay. On to the next nation. Now where is the exit? Ah, there is it. Oops, wrong teleport. Oh well, it doesn't take that long to get to it from here. Next up, the Perpetual Mechanical Array, PMA for short.
安如磐石，
Once again, another easy boss.
阵线，
Annoying second phase, but nothing more than that. In case you guys didn't know, see the circle? That's the one that you need to kill.
聚收并蓄，
And now we're back to the boss. Next up, the Pyro Hypostasis. Fun fact, I have not fought this boss before, so if my fight is a bit awkward, sorry, I do not even know the mechanic of this boss. I know it's immune to Pyro, like all the hypostasis. Probably make a mistake there eventually. Hopefully Yolanda and Raiden can carry.
固若金汤。
中场收工。
I knew this would happen. It's instinct.
收。断绝。微光无射。
眼术如何？
And we're done. That's not so bad. Maybe. I bet I'm gonna get a lot of critical comments from a friend for fighting everybody. And how did I miss this episode? Ow! What? Never mind, I'll come back to that later on. Next up, the Magu Genki. Other than the invincible phase, this guy is not a challenge. He hits really hard without shield, so some people do need to learn how to dodge. Me, when I do not use the shield character after this. But other than that, with the shield I can just
固若金汤，
展现。
Next up is another boss that I have not fought before. Once again, if I do not know the mechanic, I'm sorry. This is the first time I'm fighting this boss. I probably missed the entrance, hopefully not. I do not have Kokomi, I do not have Hayato, so I do not need to fight this boss. It's annoying.
安如磐石，
Let me get it out there. Now, how do we get to him again? The Hydro Hypostasis. They say as long as you have a different element other than Hydro is beatable because you do need to kill 3 slimes. At the end, hopefully you can do it easily. If not, I think I might need second, third phases. Is this the entrance? Yeah, I think so. I only watched a few streamers do this, so I'm guessing. Well, let's see how hard would this boss be.
暴雨看破，贯穿。否决。
I guess the second system, hopefully we can end it in this week.
固若金汤，
微光无射，
拒收并蓄，
展现。
固若金汤，
And we're done. That's an interesting achievement. Dry clean. Next up, the Thunder Manifestation. Interestingly, this is one of the few boss that I have to fight so many times. Because I was AR 30 when I got Raiden. So 2 drops and 3 drops are so common. Then
安如磐石，
贯穿，
固若金汤，
阵线，正，
and we're done. Moving on to the Golden Wolf Lord. I do not like this boss. You are gonna see me use a lot of food to fight this guy because I do not have a healer, and bleeding really hurts. At least you can't die to bleeding. I have only fought this guy once, and
安
that's
如
one
磐
of
石
the，worst experience
无
I
处
had.
遁逃，否决，
Will you come down already? I'm trying to hit you.
拒收并蓄，
贯穿，不错的进攻，
Ow, 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 ow.
固
Heal,
若金
heal,
汤，
heal, heal, heal. If any of my sub DPS die, the wolf head will not be necessary.
安如磐石，
微光无射，
中场收工。
固若金汤，
暴雨看破，
天理长驱，安如磐石，
I just realized Yelan's skill doesn't work. Well, the more you know.
无处遁逃，否决，正，
Finish it, Ali. Just let me heal before we fight the weeklies. I'm not gonna fight Sinora half dead. I realized I forgot to fight the Ruined Serpent. Okay, just let me get rid of the bishop and the Inazuma weekly first, then we'll go back to the castle. This is another boss that I only fought once, and that's for the quest. I was curious after the quest. I jumped in the hole, fought it once. Oh no, it's gonna hurt. Ow.
拒收并蓄，
奥姆看破，
固若金汤，
微光无射，展现。贯穿。
Let's just play it safe. Also, my friend decided to challenge me. He say if I do white, which is all 4 characters die at the same time, I will need to do a 10 pull for every time I wipe. I'm mostly free to play. Let's try to avoid dying. Here we go. Signal. How I find that Hoyoverse is dirty.
你在瑟瑟发
I
抖
feel like there's so much
是
story
因为这
behind
极寒，
the lore and all
还
that.
是恐惧呢？
Hold on.
拒收并蓄，
无处遁逃，
I feel like
展现。
安如磐石，
By the way, there is a hidden achievement
贯穿。
if you break the ice without using the crimson mob. So for those that have a lot of pyro characters and you feel like you want to do that, you can try that. I already did it before, so I'm not going to do it here.
微光无射，
This phase half of this attack,
否决。
but she's still doing like 20 to 50k, so I'm not worried. When she turns to the tornado,
拒收并蓄
I，just use Zhongli, stand beside one of those ice healers, let her heal us light,
野火的拥抱，
and when she turns back,
野火的
finish
拥
it
抱
off.，
直到一起焚尽。
You can do this with Furina as well, or any other healers. There's no point trying to chase the tornado down. And if you don't do enough damage, then what is the enemy?
安如磐石，
无处遁逃，展现。魔女，从来都不需要救赎，不需要。
And now on to the last boss for Inazuma. I don't feel like playing around. I think I'm just gonna one racer. Oh, You find it weird that I'm using a 1-star food. I don't feel like spending a lot of resources to get a lot of food materials. So it's not that I heal very often. Maybe if I do a challenge where I need to heal a lot, I might change the food to a 3-star, maybe like hash brown.
拒收利器，
But for now, for this team in particular, I don't heal very often. You know, 1-star is worth it.
安如磐石，
微光无声，太慢了。
姿势交织，
否决。退下，净土
And we're done.
幻灭。
Next up, the chasm. Because I forgot about it earlier. Okay guys, this video has been really long, so I'm going to split this challenge into 2 parts. Part 1 and part 2. I'll do Sumeru, Fontaine and Netland in part 2. It'll probably come out in a couple of weeks, give or take. Editing takes a while. Then maybe I'll do Archons only in the next challenge. I find that more interesting. I do have all 6 Archons. I'll choose 2 and then add the wheel at the end of the second part.
固若金汤，
无处遁逃，展现。
I'll also make a video for Kazuya School, probably somewhere between the Archon challenge. Then
微光无
we're
声，
gonna continue from there. Okay, I guess that ends part 1 of this challenge. Part 2 will be out soon, maybe in a couple of weeks. I'll try my best. I do have a day job, so it's a bit of a struggle for me to record and edit. But I'll try my best. Hopefully you guys will continue to watch and enjoy what I post. Hadi, please help me close this video. Thank you for